Race fans, get up on your feet, send these drivers off in style. The Sportmods are on parade at the VP Racing Fuels Charlie Clark Memorial here at I-80. And this is another bittersweet moment. I believe the last time we have this great memorial race here at I-80 Speedway.
Yeah.
Of course, normally it's under warmer circumstances. We have them usually on the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. But now a special October edition here for this event. Caution lights are out, 22 laps. Top 8 move on to the Dash for Cash, and it's Lance Borgman on point. We go green for the Charlie Clark Memorial for the Ties Outdoor Power Sport Mods.
Lance Borgman's going to stick his nose out there. Devin Peterson to his outside. I mentioned it earlier. Oh, Peterson hard into turn 1. Sparks fly as he hits the binders, but he's able to get the car corrected. Down the backstretch, Peterson's going to fall into second.
A lot of shuffling in the middle of the pack. Peterson right back to the outside of Lance Borgman for the race lead off at turn number 4.
4 wide, Anthony. 4 wide. Now they're 3 wide out of turn 4.
Take a drink as you may, race fans. Everyone watching on the Advantage Racing broadcast right now, Devin Peterson works his way back to the front. Meanwhile, 3 wide again. Joe Hendricks able to pull ahead of Brandon Spancher and Justin Swoboda. Meanwhile, Kevin Seitner has entered the fray. Here we go. The podium spots are up for grabs right now. Peterson, Borgman, and Seitner having it out, and lap traffic is going to be right there shortly before you know it.
Devin Peterson wants to punch his ticket to the Twin Rivers Dash for the extra cash coming up later tonight. He's got to survive another 20 laps. Oh, we got cars spinning into the infield. We stay green. Good job, both of those cars.
I believe that's Matt Avila and Ari Scouten, the two that got involved there. Avila in the 2X and Scouten nowhere to go in the number 9 machine. But
by the way, the 09.
It's Brett Berry.
Brett Berry, yeah, that's a lap traffic car or a car coming up. As the leaders are closing in on the 09 of Brett Berry. I believe he had issues a few laps ago.
Hendricks
that's what
is
got
in
him
trouble.
So far back.
Hendricks has got sheet metal folded up right in his line of sight, and that's brought him to a stop.
We also had another car that got a little bit squirrely through the corner.
And Hendricks was in the top 8 at that point. He was running 6th.
So Joe Hendricks will fall out of the top 8. It looks like he's going to pull to the infield. His race may be done. He may go to the attention of his crew, try to get that fixed and get back out there. It's worth doing it. I mean, if you could come up.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Yeah, the hood pin's already flapping on the 33 down the backstretch, and yeah, when he got a bit of that cush going into turn number 3, that's what flapped the nose right up into his line of sight.
I've noticed, Anthony, I know that, when you and I are pit reporting, we get a really good view of it over at turn number 3.
Yeah.
There's typically a little bit of a dip going into that corner. It seems to be a little bit larger tonight. I've seen Grabowski hit it pretty hard. Sobbing hit it pretty hard. If you don't hit it just right, it can upset the car quite a bit.
I don't know if that possibly what sent Nick Woodard around in that B feature for the stock cars earlier. That could have been what caught him there. And unfortunately, it's going to be an early departure. Well, I say that, he's back out. So Hendricks going to be back into this one. We'll see how far he can charge. 18 laps to go. 4 laps officially in the books here. And already we got a bit of an accordion effect there. Looks like they sorted out. Play nice, guys, until we get back up to speed. Now's a good time to get going. We are back to green.
Devin Peterson leads them out of turn number 4. Good run for Kevin Zeitner. Kevin Zeitner has always wanted to win at I-80 Speedway. Finally got 2 wins earlier this year. Feels like he's got the monkey off of his back. He's up to 2nd spot.
Already, I believe, 3 wins on the year for the number 60, including that very emotional win we had out here. He had at the Speedway Motors night at the races. And now Kevin Zeitner running the 60 on here. The last time here, he had a 76 on the side of that car in memory of his grandfather. And now the 60. Flying it proudly on the outside lane. He's worked his way to the silver medal spot. Zeitner to 2nd.
Lance Borgman's not done yet, though, in that spirit of 76 of Lance Borgman trying to find his way back around the 60 of Kevin Zeitner. All the while, Devin Peterson inching away from this battle for 2nd.
Lance Borgman, he's a past Cornhusker Classic champion out here. And the one time he won it out here, he won it in a very narrow margin. It was a photo finish with Borgman getting the nod a few years back. Right now, still a ton of shuffling to go, but keep your eyes on about the 8th spot. Right now, that's the battle between Joseph Cooper and the 77 of Jake Sacco. Sacco coming out of the B.
You mentioned Kevin Zeitner picking up that win a few weeks ago in honor of his grandpa. He actually did it with a shard of metal stuck in his eye. He did it one-eyed, and one-eyed cleared, one-eyed water in, but he jumps the cushion there in turns 3 and 4.
Man, oh man, I know what that feels like, and it is not fun right now, but right now Kevin full steam ahead right now in that second spot. Meanwhile, Matt Andrews has worked his way to the 4th spot. Keep your eyes again. 3-car battle now for that 8th spot for the Dash for Cash. Jake Sacco, Joseph Cooper, and Nate Albrecht all having it out there, coming off at turn number 4. I'm keeping an extra eye on those guys. That's a great battle there. Sacco's got the upper hand over Cooper that time. Kevin
Zeitner has found his groove. He jumped the cushion a couple of laps ago in 3 and 4. He has had a flawless set of corners 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 last couple of laps. Last time by, he was 0.3 faster than Devin Peterson. This time, considerably slower. What happened there?
He jumped the cushion and he caught the wall a bit.
Of course.
You see a piece of the spoiler right there. That was what that little whoa was from yours truly right there. Zeitner caught the outside wall coming off at turn number 4 the last time by, and now it looks like Lance Borgman looked to the inside. He'll take Matt Andrews with him, and now Dylan Ricks in the 45R just about did the same thing. That turn 4 wall, it can be tricky. It can suck you right in, right on the exit.
Top 8 with 11 to go. Devin Peterson, Kevin Zeitner, Lance Borgman, Matt Andrews, Brandon Spanger, Dylan Ricks, Justin Swoboda, and Joseph Cooper is your 8th and final car, transferring on to the Twin Rivers Dash for Cash.
And Joseph Cooper doing a great job. Young man out of North Platte, Nebraska, coming out of the flat kart race. I believe that this is his 3rd season, 2nd or 3rd, behind the wheel of a Sportmod. Picked up his first ever win up in Columbus, Nebraska a few months ago. And right now doing a great job. I want to call him the Lincoln County Comet. I want that to be the nickname on that young man. So he's showing it. Great run for the 11, but he's got company in the form of Jake Sacco. Meanwhile, battles back on for 2nd between Zeitner and Borgman.
Zeitner just cannot pull away from Lance Borgman. Zeitner has a good couple of laps, and then right there he just jumps the cushion again. And that's what happens when you're battling and racing so hard. You're on that edge, that cushion. Just it's a razor's edge between a good run off the corner and jumping that cushion.
Only fits since Zeitner's running that 2016 Razor chassis right on that outside lane. As I said, it's about a 6 or nearly 7-year-old car right now, but it is dangerous on that outside lane. Kevin Zeitner putting the rubber to the road right now, keeping that 2nd spot on lock. Meanwhile, Devin Peterson, that slider chassis, number 5D, looking good up front, as he usually does here in the late season. Want to call him the Somerset Jet, maybe. Usually at the tail end of the season, Peterson hits his prime right now, and Peterson doing a great job here. 6 laps to go.
6 laps left for the 5D of Devin Peterson. Gave him a hard time, then maybe he finally got eased off the Twinkies, got that left side weight a little bit better. He has been a rocket since the drop of the green flag. And your Ties Outdoor Power and Service A feature for tonight.
Maybe that would be a good nickname for him.
Twinkie?
Yeah, why not?
I'm okay with it.
Devin Peterson, nevertheless, he has found the sweet stuff that car likes. And right now, it is just about anywhere he puts that 5D, the car is taking a good liking to it. So, yeah, in other words, he did find the sweet stuff, and it wasn't the Twinkies this time. 4 laps to go this time. Peterson remains your leader, and he's catching the back of the field.
Again, these guys battling for one heck of a purse thanks to our friends at VP Racing Fuels. $1,022 is 3 laps away for the 5D of Devin Peterson, but he's also got a chance to win additional cash. $522 as the caution is out on the speedway.
It's Justin Swoboda. That was your 8th and final transfer spot at the time. Heartbreaker from the David City native. A flat right rear tire. Hopefully they're enjoying the action tonight on AdvantageRacing.tv. One of their own, Joseph Cooper, trying to run in for some extra bonus money. And how about the run by Willie Kirk in the 86W? Kirk started 21st on this grid. He is up to 9th. What a run. Oh, and we've got trouble.
Oh, that's not going to work out.
Oh, and they still piled in. Weekhorst came in late. Nate Albrecht and Joe Reeds get together, and then I believe the 24, Doug Beeman, along with Tony Ascherno, and then Preston Weekhorst came in late.
And I'm seeing 6 cars involved in that.
5. And look at Ascherno. He's actually on top of Weekhorst's car. Yikes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, there's 3. So we all know it's true. Well, let's take a look at the Advantage Racing replay. This was the field coming back up and getting ready for the start. Watch the 88 of Nate Albrecht back there. Reeds gets into him, and then
isn't that the Willie Kirk got into one car also?
In there, and then Nate Albrecht, Joe Reeds, Doug Beeman, and Ascherno, and there was Weekhorst. That was the big shot at the tail end.
I think Weekhorst was just kind of blinded by the car in front of him and didn't quite realize that they were stacked up there.
Yeah, that's how he came in late there. So that is why we are under this red flag situation. And yeah, this is red flag number 3. Unfortunately, that's put us at the halt. Well, speaking of your girlfriend, I know we got to enjoy her favorite show of the year last weekend for the Fall Brawl.
Yeah, she loves that show.
It was a great turnout. We had 2 groups of sprint cars. Each one had over 30 entries.
Yeah.
Great field of classic stock cars on hand. We had just shy of 20 of those.
By the way, Twin Rivers on Facebook is where you could get Twin Rivers Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, located in Beatrice, and I believe they opened up a new location in Fremont.
I believe we are back to racing action.
Kevin Zeitner still trying to hold off Lance Borgman. Borgman gets a good run off the corner. Matt Andrews is right there. Matt Andrews, your defending track champion for 2022. Picked up that title just a few weeks back. Brandon Spanger, who ran 2nd in that championship, falling back to 5th right now, but he's in the transfer for the Twin Rivers Dash for Cash.
Keep your eyes on that battle between Joseph Cooper and Willie Kirk. That's the battle for that last transfer spot. How about Kirk? Started 21st on this grid. He is now in that final transfer spot with 1 lap remaining. How about the run?
Jake Sacco also started 19th on the field. He's up to 5th. So a lot of movers and shakers in this Ties Outdoor Power and Service Sportmod A feature. As we come to the checkered flag, Devin Peterson will dominate, and he will get the win.
Kevin Zeitner will go to the dash as well, so will Lance Borgman, Matt Andrews, Jake Sacco, Dylan Ricks, Brandon Spanger, and how about the run? Willie Kirk from 21st gets that 8th and final spot in the dash for cash. What a run. The young man out of Sloan, Iowa, he came to play tonight. Well, race fans, the top 8 will come down to the front stretch for the Charlie Clark Memorial 2-minute and 22-second pit stop. Race fans, give it for these top 8 drivers moving on. Finishing 8th from 21st, the 86W, Willie Kirk. In 7th, the 19XX, Brandon Spanger. Finishing 6th, the 45R, Dylan Ricks. Finishing 5th from the B main, the 77 of Jake Sacco. In 4th, the 22 of Matt Andrews. Finishing 3rd, the 76 of Lance Borgman. Finishing 2nd, the 60 of Kevin Zeitner. And your winner out of Milford, Nebraska, car number 5D. Give it up for him, I-80, Devin Peterson. All right, race fans, Dan Taylor down there sounding the horn, which means the clock has started. These crew members can make any adjustments they need. Again, a limit of 3 pit crew members per team can be over.
45 seconds completed. Coming down to 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining. You must be done working on the car at the conclusion of the 2 minutes and 22 seconds, or your driver goes to the rear. I just realized that as I said it. Brandon Spanger getting a little bit of fuel. Looks like they might be making an adjustment on Willie Kirk's car. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Joe, what was the redraw? What was the number? Top 6 are inverting. Top 6 are inverting. When I sound the horn, there is 22 seconds left. "22 seconds remaining." Better move a little quicker, Mike. Matt Andrews. 10 seconds. That's it. Time has expired. Zeitner's still got crew members.
It looked like it was going to be close there for Matt Andrews. Looks like they dropped the car off the jack like right as the clock expired. And like Dan mentioned, the top 6 are going to be inverted. So your race leader, Devin Peterson, I believe will be starting 6th on this one when we get to the dash. 5th will be the 60 of Kevin Zeitner. 4th will be Lance Borgman. Starting 3rd will be Matt Andrews. Jake Sacco will start 2nd. And the 45R, Dylan Ricks, that will be your pole setter. Brandon Spanger and Willie Kirk, I believe they will start 7th and 8th, respectively. Man, oh man, what a run this would be for Willie Kirk if he could pull this off. That 86W, Kirk is going to start 6th in this one. He started 21st in the big show. And now he starts 6th in this dash, race fans. 6 laps, $322 in bonus money on the line. We go green in the Sportmod Dash for Cash presented by Twin Rivers. Side by side, Jake Sacco ready to throw the slider on Ricks. Ricks gonna cross him over off of turn number 2. Can't quite complete it. Sacco with the lead down the backstretch. Into 3. Ricks with a good dive on the entrance. Up the hill goes the 45. Round the outside goes the 77. Jake Sacco, your leader after 1. 5 laps remaining. Now Peterson's worked his way back up front. Peterson trying to pull the clean sweep. Peterson nearly caught the wall off of turn 2. Sacco's gonna meet him down the backstretch. Into turn 3. It's a high-speed line dance right now in the top 6. Everyone's got a partner. Peterson on the crossover. Great run there. 4 to go. Nice back and forth we're seeing between Devin Peterson and Jake Sacco. Sacco up the hill off of turn number 4. He caught a slick spot and nearly got into Peterson. 3 wide at the back of the pack as Kevin Zeitner and Matt Andrews split Brandon Spanger as they go into 3. 3 laps to go. Peterson is back up front. Halfway through this dash right now, Devin Peterson trying to take the whole shebang for himself. He bagged the 1,022 already, trying to add an extra $322 to his purse at the night. At the end of this one, I should say, 2 laps to go. And how about the run by Willie Kirk? Like I mentioned before, started 21st on the grid, and he's battling for 4th. What a charge for the young man out of Sloan, Iowa. Kirk going low to the inside of Ricks. Great battle there in the middle of the pack. White flag is out for Devin Peterson. 1 lap away from a clean sweep here at the Charlie Clark Memorial.
Dominant job for the 5D out of Milford, Nebraska. Devin Peterson said he's had issues all year long. He looks flawless tonight.
How about it? Checker flag is going to fly, and it will be a clean sweep at the Charlie Clark Memorial. Devin Peterson's your Sport Mod winner. Jake Sacco will come home second, then it's Lance Borgman. Dylan Ricks comes home fourth, and Willie Kirk from 21st will round out the top 5. But give it up for him, race fans. He comes off at turn number 4, your 2022 Charlie Clark Memorial winner for the Sport Mods. He topped 52 others to do it. Out of Milford, Nebraska, the 5D, Devin Peterson.
And he's going to celebrate on Bob Kaziski Boulevard.
Holy moly, and I think this has to be the record.
Oh!
Whoa, easy there.
You still got to go through tech, buddy.
He's still got 2 more nights of this to go. Wow.